Hi, I'm Stephen Boyle. It's about 6:20. We have a dense fog advisory and a hazardous weather outlook right now. Dense fog advisory for the coast here for southern Rhode Island and Cape Cod and areas like that. Visibility's a quarter mile or less. This will be midnight through 10 a.m. tomorrow. Hazardous weather outlook for yet again the potential of some dense fog for regions around here, so we'll have to see about that. Because of the winds that are kind of increasing, it's kind of reducing the chances of some fog tonight, but we'll have to see. Tomorrow and Friday, some potentials here for maybe a fire weather. Trying to find out the word I'm trying to look for. Fire hazards possible, but we'll have to see because winds may be a little too light to prompt fire weather watches and warnings, so we'll have to see about that. Other than that, nothing much going on. So tonight's lows will be into the 50s. That's kind of warm for the nighttime. You can see the highs today were into the 80s. Tonight into the 50s. Tomorrow will yet again be in the 80s. Around here, we'll say 81 to 83 around here, with the mid to upper 80s to our north and east. The reason why is we're having a westerly and kind of a southerly component. So the winds are kind of moving in out of this direction here. And what that's being able to do is that the winds are flowing right into this region, which it's kind of not able to, the sea breeze isn't able to kick in. So areas that normally see the cooler weather are going to be warmer. In the meantime, we'll be a little bit migrated a little bit because there is that westerly component here to it. So, but we'll still be very, very warm, absolutely warm. Thursday night temperatures drop back into the 50s. We'll say lower 50s into our region, to our south a little bit. All you have to do is just go south of the Connecticut border, and you start seeing mid to upper 50s. Up to way to the north, you could see 30s for lows. Friday, we have temperatures rising. We'll say upper 60s to around 70 north of the Massachusetts border. Go south of that into Connecticut and into Rhode Island and areas like this. We could be talking about mid to upper, or not mid to upper, low to mid 70s here. The Cape and the Islands through this whole entire period will be staying a little bit cooler because yet again, when you're right on the coast there and when you're practically surrounded by water, there's no matter which way the winds are flowing, you're going to get wind off the water, so that's going to be keeping them cool. Down towards the south, towards Washington, they are going to be staying warm. They're going to be actually the warmest on Friday because as the high is going to continue to weaken, the winds will be really flowing right into Washington. So, and we're going to have a cool front moving through our region. So Friday night, temperatures drop down into the we'll say low to mid 40s with some upper 30s into spots, particularly when you're working your way in through the Berkshires, working your way up into northern New England. We could be talking about 20s and 30s. Saturday, temperatures rising into the upper 50s to around 60, upper 40s on the Cape and the Islands, and then upper 40s also into northern New England. Saturday night, temperatures drop back into the, we'll say low to mid 40s yet again, with some teens and 20s to the north. And then on Sunday, yet again, upper 40s to around 50 degrees, mid 50s into Connecticut. And then Sunday night, temperatures drop back even cooler into the, we'll say upper 30s, lower 40s, maybe even mid 30s into our area. And then on Monday will be a little bit warmer with upper 50s. We'll say mid to upper 50s. And then Monday night, temperatures really drop back because yet again another cool front will be coming through. We'll be talking low to mid 30s with some 20s around. Lower 20s up north. Tuesday will be cooler as well, with low to mid 50s during the daytime hours. So that's what's going on here. Now, these are the models. I'm going to show you a few models. Now, we're going to really start this weekend. Okay, actually, yeah, this weekend. This is the end of the weekend. You can see how things are kind of cooling down a little bit here. You can see the average, you can see features around average. You can see that trough coming in here for Tuesday during the day, and that will be kind of, or Tuesday at night, and it kind of lasts through Wednesday and then kind of comes out of here, starts exiting out by Wednesday evening. And then as time continues to move on, you can see that moves out. You can see yet again another front moving through with some cooler conditions on Friday. Saturday, that front is still sticking around, and you can see that kind of gets out of here by Sunday. Really, that would be Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon, Monday, and then really Sunday and Monday during the day will be very warm. We'll be talking yet again more. We could be talking yet again some 60s and 70s for the following Sunday and for not this Sunday. Not this Sunday and Monday, but the following Sunday and Monday. Tuesday, things that high in the Central Plains starts weakening, and then we see that front coming through, and that front could be pretty darn strong. You can see it kind of it works its way north a little bit, but then all of a sudden we get another front coming through, and voila, we have this absolutely major cold snap in our region. And this will be coming in, and I would say the highest risks of seeing the severe cold and the snows would be, let's say, from Good Friday till the middle part of the second week of April. So that would be between the 6th and the 15th of April. I feel is when when we have the strongest possibilities of seeing a pretty good cold snap. As time continues, and we're looking at another model. This is a European model. You can see things will be pretty interestingly cold. If this model is right, you can see things could get pretty interestingly cold on Tuesday. This would be Tuesday of this upcoming week. You can see that pretty big trough in our region. Whether that actually happens or not, we'll have to see. You can see that kind of exits its way out by Wednesday. This is Tuesday. This is Wednesday. Then as we work our way on into Thursday, things will warm up. By Friday, things are starting to cool down, and then we get yet again another trough by Saturday. So this is the following Saturday. So you can see that trough in here, and that trough would be pretty intense with also, you can see here's a little system right in here. If that's right, we could be talking about maybe a little bit of snows in through our region. So we'll have to watch out for that. That would be a little bit of a concern I would have for that Saturday, and that would be on the 31st. Whether that happens or not, we'll have to see. Now, this is the Navy. This is what they're predicting. Generally the same thing, kind of around average. Maybe seeing a little bit of a storm system for the beginning of next week and on in through Tuesday. Things start cooling down around here by Tuesday, and yet again, the Navy is keeping things pretty cool around here, and that trough gets pretty intense. And you can see it starts getting its way out of here by Thursday of next week. But we'll see what happens with that. Some of the models are indicating that, like you saw, the European and the Navy are indicating that this trough could be pretty strong. The GFS, and as you're just about to see, the Canadian is predicting that this thing won't be really that strong, so we'll have to see. You can see there's a cool down. The Canadian is actually getting pretty warm here, a little bit too warm. But, we'll have to see how things go here. This is that cool down by next week, by Tuesday of next week, and you can see things warm up. And according to this, there would really be no cool downs in sight. But we'll have to see. I'm going to go with a blend of all of them and say generally at to below average. At to below average for the next 17 days. I'll continue to update you on this. Whether things change or not, we'll have to see. But, hey, that's what's going on around here. Things will cool down. We're definitely not going to be in the 80s, and not, we're definitely not going to see any more 80s, and even 70s. Those will be kind of sparse. And 60s, maybe a couple times, but generally I would say 50s will be plenty of those. There will be many days where we're only in the 40s, and there will be even some of the times we're in the 30s, and maybe even cooler than that. So that's what's going on. We'll continue to monitor things for you, keep you updated. But for right now, that's our update, and we hope that you stay tuned, and we'll give you another update tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, everybody.